we prepare to go at 119. Kip Kiefer from Pennsbury High School, a senior, coached by Joe Kiefer, District 1. His opponent, John Krakowski from Wyoming Valley West, a District 2 school coached by Steve Gavrich. We pick up the action in the second period. Todd Thornburg of McGuffey, having been defeated by Jeff Kapusta in the earlier match, and now we are at 119. Kip Kiefer of Pennsbury, District 1. John Krakowski of Wyoming Valley, District 2. No score in the match.
Kiefer almost had that takedown, and he slipped just as he came around him, or he'd be up 2-0 at this point. But Krakowski has certainly demonstrated in both strength and intensity that he has come here to win, and these are top man.
Joe Kiefer, head coach, and his assistant at Pennsbury.
Watching his son, Kip. Undefeated, Kip Kiefer.
Kiefer trying to get rid of that hand control. Krakowski's strong, and he's shown a very good sense of anticipation. Kiefer hit that mat, and Krakowski was already around to the other side. He seems to have a pretty good feel for Kiefer's moves.
Steve Garish, the head coach for Wyoming Valley West, and his assistant.
You know, Marv, I'm looking way ahead for the next wrestler out of District 1, and it's Josh Henson. And I've got to think that name goes back into the 40s and 50s in my memory of a great wrestler out of Navy and out of Oklahoma, the name of Josh Henson. And I just wonder if there's any relationship. There's a signal for no takedown, and now gives him 2.
That is what, I guess he had it, would call a delayed call.
I think he got a help from the assistant.
Referee, you betcha.
If he was on the fence, the assistant says that's 2. That moves the lead to 3. And the man in orange.
Big break for Kiefer at this point, which he made. Got himself in that position, shot in on that single, and he now leads 3-0, and that's a major thing because Krakowski, that's helped Kiefer's confidence now, Larry. You can see him starting to really flow now.
1 minute left, second period.
Got out in front a little bit. Hips out there, almost lost him. Krakowski's really active. He wants to split the hands. Kiefer keeps dumping him. He's going to have to go off that ride, though.
Just tight-waisted, hanging onto that wrist, trying to get a tilt.
I have trouble tilting Krakowski as strong as he is.
Got to get that leg under the, do a little elevating.
He's going to give that up.
And speaking of elevating, folks, don't go away. Bob Crawford's coming out next.
The Otis man, the king of elevators.
I call him Spider-Man. He's unbelievable.
Good bar here now by Kiefer. So you see Kiefer's wrestling much more confidently, and Krakowski now down 3-0. Feels that. He feels that pressure that Kiefer's putting on him. He's trying to grind the bar.
He won't do much with it as the period ends. And
take a look at the replay of Kiefer's takedown before we close out the action here in the second period. Kiefer leading by 3.
Comes off a judgment call, the referee, when he makes a determination when, in fact, does he have a takedown.
Set on bottom, top man.
He's got the feet are, his feet are in, his knees are in. That doesn't matter. Now he's up. Now the question is, I think it's what were they doing, Kyle? As soon as he pulled that left arm out, that's when it became a takedown.
Let's go top.
Third and final period coming up. A 3-0 lead for Kip Kiefer of Pennsbury.
I think Kiefer would be smart to ride him just as long as he can. Grind him down. See if he can get that bar back. You know, the tilt hasn't worked yet, but it's set him up for that bar. He's got to get that leg out from between his legs and get it up higher if he's going to do anything there.
Close to going out, and they do.
Dangerous for Kiefer, as strong as Krakowski is, to keep that leg down in there, Larry, tight, because he's going to put that underhook in, and then he's going to block him and turn into him.
And if you don't do something quickly with that leg, then they get called for stalling. Referee Bell.
Pennsbury has never had a champion. Kiefer, a minute and 30 seconds away. Krakowski, Like a guy trapped in a corner. He's starting to now to feel that juice again that he had at the beginning of the match. He knows that it's coming down. This one could be a great finish. But Kiefer's doing a heck of a job keeping him off balance, Larry, bumping him and running at him.
Just the way Garcia did a lot of riding.
Back in, guys.
Fans getting rambunctious. Feel it, get a little more action here. This is the championship battle. We're expecting a lot more. Kip Kiefer undefeated.
Okay, top.
First undefeated wrestler to hit the deck, hit the mats tonight. Coming up next, Bob Crawford will be undefeated. And then when we get to the battle at 160 and at 189, both wrestlers in each of those weight classes is undefeated.
Kiefer's in a dangerous position here with a strong man. He's going to hold that leg and bring it up and do something. Great move by Kiefer. Just an absolutely excellent move. He's got it now. Didn't he set that up nice, Larry? He left that leg back over his own leg. He waited for the balance pivot, and then he just hit that throw. Took him right to his back.
Well, 6-0.
It was almost a counter move. It was like he was waiting. Now, this time he has elevated the inside leg, but didn't produce any points.
Kiefer with the bar now. He's working hard, and Krakowski now is very limited at 25 seconds to go.
Krakowski will be back next year. Just a junior from Wyoming Valley West, just like Brandon. So those two finalists will be back next year for Coach Steve Gavrish.
Krakowski not moving at all on the bottom with a few seconds left to go. And it will be a 6-0 lead.
Dominant victory for Kip Kiefer.
Champion Kip Kiefer, District 1, defeating John Krakowski of District 2.
Very calmly, lifts off the anklets, goes to center. He's a man under control, Kiefer. He's a very poised guy.
His dad's very good poised, too.
He's saying hello to the fans, and now, great scene.